I'm very happy to be here, first of all. Thank you. Thank you for Fresh. I really enjoyed the movie, and I'll write a very positive review for Tom's Hardware Italia. That's for sure. And my first question is for director Mimi Cave. Fresh is classy and very explicit and disturbing at the same time. So what were the difficulties in creating this atmosphere so full of tension?
The difficulties?
Yes.
Yeah. I think that I think that everyone's already, knew the story and knew the script, so they were all preparing in the same way that I was in terms of shooting certain scenes. But a lot of it was just making sure, one of the main things that grounded the film was Noah's and Mollie's experience. So I think that in order for certain things to be properly unpleasant, we first needed to really feel the reality of Noah's experience. So a lot of it was just working with Daisy and Jojo about making sure that like certain scenes were realistic and that certain conversations felt really real between the two of them. And in terms of Noah, her experience in Steve's house, that her reactions were very real and not at all, in a weird way, not at all performative. So I think that was the thing that sort of allowed us to get the right tone.
I noticed the movement of the camera in Noah's house, and it's very realistic. We see through her eyes, and it really came to us who watched the movie.
Thank you.
And my second question is for Jojo Gibbs. Mollie is very resolute and she gets straight to the point. So how did you feel in her shoes?
I love playing Mollie. I thought that she was a great balance of supportive, but also leery. You need those friends that'll say things to you that typically only your mother would say, because sometimes friends can appease you and, go along with the flow because they just want to have fun. But, I feel like we all need that friend. I have that friend. My friend Salita is that friend. And at first, it was like, whoa, watch how you talk to me. But after a while, you realize it's coming from a great place. And you need a friend that's going to be honest with you. And if they see red flags, hopefully they say something, So I love playing Mollie. I thought she was fun.
So do you relate to her?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've had friends that have, looked out for me. I've looked out for friends. My college situation, I had a big group of girlfriends and we got along. I got along with everybody great. And for the most part, they did too. So I really value friendship in that way. I have a lot of guy friends as well, but a sisterhood, a friendship with other women is special.
Thank you. And what are the sources of inspiration for Fresh?
I think that the inspiration just comes from, very real experiences. And obviously like the places the movie goes are not real experiences, but they're very much allegories and metaphors for them. And so I think a lot of the inspirations are coming from our real lives and inviting the actors and inviting the heads of department filmmakers, inviting them to bring their own experiences to the filmmaking process. So I think that's a big inspiration. And then in terms of, other films and other art, there's just so much, whether it's, color grading from another film or a certain type of music that inspired a scene or paintings that, are on the walls of Steve's house and the sort of meaning behind each of those paintings. So there's just a lot of inspiration everywhere, and I try to kind of build the world on many levels in terms of the sort of sensibility of each thing.
I really appreciate the contrast between some scenes which are very cruel, but we see him dancing and singing. It was, whoa! I really appreciate this kind of contrast. So again, thank you. Thank you. I needed this movie.
Yeah, it's been interesting to see people's reactions. And I think, you know, timing is everything. I feel like the world right now is like, there's so many things going on that are very real and very scary. And that's been our world for the last couple of years. And weirdly, I think films and stories have, you know, provided some escape, and even ones that are a bit disturbing, because there's something about the catharsism of seeing certain things on screen that allow you to kind of like move certain emotions through your own body. And I feel like weirdly it's very important, and it doesn't even matter what story you're getting it from, just that you know, you have something to emote.
Thank you so much.